In this one I'm going to be going over my Yuka lawn sweeping robotic lawnmower, first of its kind. It's pretty dope. I've actually had the lawnmower itself for probably a month and a half to 2 months now. I have not mowed my backyard myself. The lawnmower's done it, but I have not physically mowed my lawn in that amount of time. So that's pretty dope, pretty sweet. I get to save a lot more time doing other projects, get to focus on the front yard a lot. Plus my wife right now is starting up a business, so my time is really valuable in helping her. I actually haven't even had the lawnmower mow the lawn in probably close to 2 weeks. I've been waiting for this lawn sweeper attachment to come. It's a collection bag basically that hooks onto the back of the Yuka. I want to see how well it works, so I let the lawn really grow. I want to see how well this thing collects grass. It'll also pick up leaves and other debris, but currently it's not fall. It's into summer, kind of maybe early fall. It's football season, so fall's right here, right? So hopefully this thing works really well so I don't have to pick up those freaking leaves either. So let's get into a little bit here. We'll do a little unboxing, a little how-to on how to put this thing together, and then we'll see her in action. So checking out the lawn sweeper, looks like it's got like a little roller here, and this is the sweeper itself. It's like almost like a rubbery plastic synthetic material that is loose and will be able to sweep up any loose debris. All right, so first thing we're going to want to do is actually flip over our Yuka. I named mine Mobot, so we're going to flip over Mobot. We're going to go ahead, and you've got 6 bolts underneath the undercarriage here you got to remove. And then same idea, you've got some bolts already inserted on the battery, so we're going to stick those in. Screw your bolts down. Connect our wires, so black to black and white to white. And set your piece back on. You want the wings towards the rear. And next you're going to attach this little handle onto here. Alright, well my camera died while I was putting together the bag, but basically what you do is you take this little metal piece, flip it upside down, and then you're going to set in this wire piece here, this little handle, set it into this little area here. You've got 4 screws on each spot, and then you put on these little plastic caps that come in the accessory kits. Then you're going to take these little pieces here and line those up over the metal bracket, and that all just slides right over that. Then you're going to take this big plastic piece, which is the sweeper attachment. Then you're going to take this bag, and I believe it just hooks on just like that. So now we got to go ahead, set this up onto the mower itself, and we're ready to test it out. You got these little grooves next to the wheels, and there's little slots on the mower attachment, and that just clips right into place. Then you're going to take this little plug off. This is for the sweeper so that it can get some power. And again, this only goes in one way. And then you're going to pop this little white tab off here, and then you're going to apply your counterweight. And we are ready to freaking mow. If you haven't used the bagger, you've used the mower before but haven't used the bagger, you may have to remap your areas because you've got a much longer mower than just from the wheels to the front. So if you've got sharp turns, I definitely have sharp turns in my yard. If you've got those sharp turns, it may not have enough clearance to make those turns, so we may have to go back and remap a little bit. Then go ahead and hop into the Mammotion app, turn on the sweeping attachment, and you've got a couple little functions here that you can play with. You can change your dumping interval from about 50 square feet to over 1,000 square feet. And then next you're going to go ahead and, after your mapping, create your dumping station. Now do keep in mind you do have to kind of stay away from the perimeters and from the charging station. So I'm going to select my dumping station right here. You can set up multiple dumping stations, but I'm just going to do one just so we can see how well this thing collects, so I have a nice big pile. All right, y'all, I've currently got Mobot going. This is my Yuka. I named her Mobot. Say what up, Mobot. But I don't know if you can see in there, but you can see the sweeper, that little yellow thing. Trying to get it on camera here. It's tough. But you can see that thing is spinning, throwing grass clippings into the bag. Let's see if we can catch them in there. And you can see some grass clippings in there, which is pretty sweet. It's actually doing a really good job. And like I said, I have not mowed my lawn for a couple of weeks, about a week and a half to 2 weeks. It's freaking long. It's like I was maintaining it at about 1.75 inches in the back here. Currently it's probably like 3 inches, maybe more. So I'm definitely not following the 1/3 rule. That grass is long. Whew. So over in this area, about here-ish, I created a dumping station. Anytime it hits that distance, it's gonna go to that dumping station, dump its clippings, and come back to where it was.
Now, one thing to also keep in mind is the mower is not going to go over the dumping station just so that any clippings that have already been dumped will not be collected again. Here's Mobot taking her first dump. Nice. But this thing honestly is super efficient. It collects so much stuff. Grass clippings, leaves, twigs, sticks. Plus it also makes a high quality clean cut. Keeps that lawn nice and fresh with a carpet-like cut. So Mo has already collected enough clippings for about 2 or 3 dumps. Here she is taking another one. Just want to show you how effective this thing is at dumping. It takes the bag up automatically so that it's pretty much vertical, drops everything, sits there for a minute, and then with the bag open, drives off just to ensure everything is nice and collected in an easy pile so you can clean up later. And one other thing I do want to touch on is the extra battery that is included when you install the sweeping kit. It actually extends the life of the mower, obviously, especially when you're not using the sweeper attachment.
Well, not bad for a robot lawnmower with the stripes and lines. My favorite thing about this is it definitely like stays in a pattern. It doesn't bounce around like one of those Roomba vacuums. I love that this robot mower has a pattern to it. You can change the pattern. It's pretty sweet. This lawn sweeping kit is pretty awesome. Let's check out the final pile here. You can see it picked up all the grass clippings, which I expected. Now, something I did not expect was it to pick up all of these little maple leaf helicopter things. Picked them all up. There's some leaves mixed in there as well. These freaking things, these are all about to be dropping soon, especially probably within the next like rainstorm, windstorm. But this area was completely caked with those things throughout the last windstorm. You can still see there's maybe a couple around here and there, but overall cleaned them up nicely. So now I'm just gonna bust out my rake, clean all this up. It's much easier to just clean it up in a pile. I don't have to worry about raking all this stuff into a pile, especially when the leaves start coming. I don't have to worry about raking those up. I can just count on Mobot to rake these up. And it is as easy as that, guys. This Yuka lawn sweeping robotic lawnmower is freaking game changer, especially with the lawn sweeping attachment. I don't have to worry about picking up leaves. Like I said, later on, as we get more leaves dropping, I will go ahead and do another video and see how well this thing does with the leaves. But I mean, with how well it did with just those little helicopters and all the grass clippings, I have no doubts. This Yuka robotic sweeping lawnmower, I love it. It's freaking awesome. Again, like I stated, I don't have to worry about mowing my backyard. I do love mowing my lawn, but there's just, right now, my wife's opening up a business. I'm helping her get that started. My time is just really valuable right now in helping her out while also being a dad and with my full-time job. So this thing's a game changer. It's freaking awesome. I love it. Be sure to check it out. I'll link that in the description below. Thanks for watching. Y'all have a good one.